forecast first. Sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
So we had the snow showers move through the area this morning. Some spots actually saw a little bit of some snow stick to the ground, but then we had the sunshine try to come out and will be relatively clear for the rest of the day today, especially overnight tonight. 43 currently in Champaign, 44 in Decatur, as well as in Springfield. Also in Paris, too, and 40 in Pontiac, which is where we have our Pontiac RV weather camera up on our roofing dog island. You've got the partly cloudy skies there, still windy. Northwest winds will be gusting to around 30 miles per hour over the next few hours before they begin to come down a bit more overnight tonight. So it's going to be clear and cold again for tonight. But we are still talking about the chance for another rain-snow mix coming in here for the later parts of our Thursday going into Friday. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now from WCIA 3 News.
The reports that we are receiving is that it is occurring. Obviously, those pictures tell a different story.
Those pictures are circulating on social media of nurses at a senior living facility where 5 people have died. What the county is doing about it. Plus, most U of I dorms are sitting empty, how they could soon be used in the fight against the coronavirus. And thousands of dollars are coming your way from the government, and that could soon be even more money.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 5.
Today that we have lost 2 more precious Macon County residents who had a diagnosis of COVID-19.
2 women in their 80s at a senior living facility in Macon County are dead from coronavirus. Now 5 people have died at that center alone. Good evening, I'm Jennifer Roscoe. The outbreak at Fair Havens in Decatur is also playing out on social media. Pictures that are going viral apparently show staff not wearing proper protective equipment during treatment. WCIA 3's Cole Henke has more.
2 more people died from coronavirus at the Fair Havens Senior Living Center in Decatur. The virus spread quickly through the facility, and now Macon County public health officials are asking the state for testing, not just for the people living in the facility, but the staff as well. All 5 deaths from the virus in Macon County are people who lived at Fair Havens. The public health department asked the Illinois Department of Public Health for more testing, and Macon County Public Health Administrator Brandy Binkley said the state will change protocol to test the staff at the facility. The Fair Havens facility is under fire after pictures posted on social media showed staff not wearing proper personal protective equipment on the job. Binkley said she saw the pictures and reported them.
Reports that we are receiving is that it is occurring. Obviously, those pictures tell a different story, and that is why I wanted that information to get to the regulatory agency that would be handling that, and that has been done and followed up on. We've been in a lot of conversations with them on an ongoing basis, and even a lot more since last night.
Reporting in Decatur, I'm Cole Henke, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Now, Fair Havens hasn't responded to several requests for comment. There are 43 cases of coronavirus in Macon County. 32 are coming out of Fair Havens. The state announced another 1,300 cases around the state, and that includes 80 more deaths in 24 hours. The total number of confirmed cases is now at more than 24,000, and there are 948 total deaths. In central Illinois, there are now 9 cases in Vermilion County. Champaign County has 90 cases and 4 deaths. We send an alert every day with updated numbers. To get those and more information about the virus in your area, download the WCIA 3 News app. We have new details about changes the U of I has made to its housing. The school has moved hundreds of students still staying there and made room available for healthcare workers if they need a place to isolate. WCIA 3's Andy Olson has more.
Residence halls at the U of I are at just 10% of their normal levels, and it took just 4 days for University of Illinois Housing to condense everyone. Now the remaining 500 students on campus can only be found in 6 of the school's residence halls. Most are at the Pennsylvania Avenue residence halls, and empty halls could be put in use by Carle Hospital. U of I and Carle made a deal to make the Activities and Recreation Center an alternate care facility if the county needs it, and use 2 empty halls as a residence for Carle workers who can't go home to their families.
We wanted to consolidate the students onto one side of campus that would separate them from the Carle Hospital operation and the students that remained with us for the remainder of the semester.
The plan with Carle has not been put into use yet. Housing says they chose PAR for the students because of the single-use bathrooms, the dining hall, and the ability to spread students out in single-person rooms. In Champaign, Andy Olson, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
University Housing also has 960 people at their 3 apartment complexes. They are mostly grad students. We have new details on the murder of a 15-year-old in Urbana. Police say they've arrested a 16-year-old for the crime. They say the teenager shot and killed Terrius Pettis Saturday night. It happened near Philo Road and Michigan Avenue in Urbana. Police aren't releasing the suspect's name because he is a minor. They believe he was the only one who shot Pettis. The investigation is still ongoing. And new information about remains found in Vermilion County. Investigators have confirmed they are human. They were found in a field near Indianola Friday. At the time, they weren't sure what they were dealing with, so the coroner's office was standing by while the sheriff's office worked to determine that. A sample has been sent to the state police lab to test now for DNA. The FBI and Christian County Sheriff's Office were investigating a home in Assumption. A crime scene unit was at a property on Sarah Street today. The FBI and Sheriff's Office deputies taking pictures both inside and outside of the home, but neither agency would say why they were there. We have a follow-up on a fire at Lakeland College in Mattoon. It happened yesterday at the Neal Hall building. Lakeland says the building is structurally safe. There is smoke and water damage, though, throughout the building roof and commons area. There's a team working to assess the extent of it. The college says the fire also damaged some classroom materials and electronics.
Really set back our timeline for opening campus. We'll, of course, follow the governor's direction on when we can open campus again. But as far as opening campus, even if there might be some classrooms that will be restricted for a while as they clean, we certainly could, during summertime, use different classrooms on campus.
No one was hurt in the fire. Lakeland says the college is closed, but it did have contractors doing roof work at the time. They were not hurt. The Mattoon Fire Department says they are still working to figure out the exact cause of that fire. A dozen people in Danville had to be relocated after an apartment fire there. It happened last night at Belton Drive in the Fair Oaks complex. Crews say it started in a downstairs bedroom that moved to the apartment upstairs. 2 of the apartments were damaged. Everybody living there was moved. They were moved to different apartments in the same complex. No one was hurt. Investigators believe it started accidentally. One city is getting a little louder at night, and it's not because people are breaking the stay-at-home order. How essential workers are being thanked. Plus this.
I had severe body aches and pains.
She thought she had an ear infection. It turned out to be COVID-19. See what her road to recovery looked like.